Hello, so yesterday we got up nice and early to catch our flight to Rome. When we got to Stansted, I'd already arranged special assistance, so we got a wheelchair straight away, which was really helpful for me because it saved my legs from walking, saved my breathing and getting too breathless rushing to the plane. And also, when I get my leg pain because I've walked too much, it also meant that I was in a good shape for when I was on the flight. As soon as we got on the flight, both Terry and I fell asleep for about an hour of it. I woke up and my lips were a bit blue and my legs were a bit numb, which is very good. But I soon got up, walking up and down the plane a little bit, and had lots of water to drink. So after that I was feeling okay. It was a really smooth flight and everything went well, no delays. And we landed in Rome about 12:15. We're an hour ahead of the UK. We got a bus and a train to the other side of Rome. We're about a half an hour away drive. And we arrived here at the hotel, really nice hotel, and we're looking forward to the start of the conference today. So I'm sure it'll be a great conference and we can't wait to represent the PHA UK. So it's the start of the day 2 of the conference. Yesterday was really interesting, listening to people talk about their specialist subjects. We had a really good time. And today is the day that I'm going to do my speech. I'm feeling quite confident, a little bit nervous, but hopefully all will go well, and I'm just going to enjoy it, and hopefully I'll do you PHs proud. Hello everyone, it's the end of the conference. I'm still buzzing from my talk. It went really well and I was so pleased with how I got my word across, really, because it was really interesting to get the feedback from people and hearing them say that they were interested in hearing about pulmonary hypertension from a patient's point of view. I know we're all different and we all deal with pulmonary hypertension in a different way, but it was my aim to get as much awareness for PH out there to doctors around the world. I've had a really good time, and so has Terry, and I hope that I did you guys proud because, it's been an honour to represent the PHA UK and talk about pulmonary hypertension in another country. Terry and I enjoyed listening to the other talks. We learned a lot about breathing and seeing some new devices that are coming out for those with breathing problems, so that's very exciting. And it was just interesting to hear from other people from around the world because it's quite interesting to know what is happening in other countries as well as those in the UK. There was another person speaking from England and Wales, so there was another one from our side of the world. It's been a wonderful conference and there's not much more to say than thank you so much to the PHA UK for giving us the opportunity, and that I was proud to be representing you and the PHs of the UK. So thank you very much. We're now off to the other side of Rome to do some sightseeing for a few days before we get our plane back to London Stansted. But I hope that you've had a wonderful PH Awareness Week and we'll see you back in the UK over the weekend. So see you later and thanks again. Bye.
Introduce Miss Emeritus Juson. Is correct?
Yes.
Okay, sorry if I make a mistake on the pronunciation. She will present living with pulmonary hypertension.
I'm Marites Juson, Tess for short. I'm an ambassador for the PHA UK, the charity that suffers from pulmonary hypertension. I was asked here today to speak about how I live with it because I raise a lot of awareness for it back at home. I also do have emphysema and bronchiectasis, which I'll explain later throughout the presentation of who I am. And so, I'll start with the presentation. I hope you enjoy, and if you have any questions, then please do ask at the end. But my breathing was getting worse and worse. I was on steroids, I've always been on antibiotics, but I had a chest infection. And then, come January 2008, I was walking back to college and I collapsed. My heart was racing, my chest was in agony, and I couldn't breathe. I was rushed to the Royal Brompton Hospital in London, and after MRI scans, echocardiogram, a right heart catheter. That's when I got my pulmonary hypertension diagnosis. And yeah, I'm under the PH team there, under Professor Gatzoulis. So in 2016, the PHA UK did a survey, and the survey is called What It Means to Live with PH Today. 10% of us were waiting over 3 years before we actually got our PH diagnosis. As you know, with any condition, the quicker you get your diagnosis and get on the correct medication, the better chance it is for you as a patient to start feeling better again. And this is what we're finding, that the PHA UK are trying to battle with GPs and doctors to make sure that the patients don't just get respiratory tests, they also get the cardiology tests as well, only to rule out the cardiology side, because if they haven't got PH then that's great, but they can then go down the respiratory side and stick with the inhalers and all the other respiratory medication that a patient may need. It affects us quite badly, and I still do have my blue badge, my blue inhaler to when I do get breathless. Sometimes it can still be my lungs, and so I do have the Ventolin, I think it's Ventolin, when I need it after a walk. And I do, as I said, a video, and I have my own Facebook page and my own website, just to try and reach as many people as I can. And it's just trying to talk about pulmonary hypertension and get it out in the world, because even though some doctors know and understand about it, and it's finally getting in the curriculum back in the UK for trainee doctors, I would just love it if people could understand it just that bit more, because it would help my life a lot more than it is. So this is just all my contact, my website, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and also the charity that I'm an ambassador for. And I'd like to thank you for watching and listening to me today, because I feel that giving this presentation, I wanted you to hear it from a patient side, because I love listening to you and hearing what is coming in the future for patients. But sometimes doctors don't really have the chance to listen how all the stuff and hard work that you do, how we feel about it. So today I felt was really important, so you could see what it's like from my side. So thank you ever so much for listening, and thank you.